Oh.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Blue Games. We're playing Wildstar, and this is going to be my tank spec. A very quick video, just looking at the tank spec I use for dungeons, as you might have seen in the dungeon that I have a video on. If not, I'll link it here, and you can go check that out after you watch this this video. So let's begin with what I'm wearing. I've got gear that's obviously tanky. It's focused on the grit, insight, which is well, grit. Okay, grit gives you health, base health points, which is obviously handy for tanking. Insight gives you deflect rating, which is handy for tanking, and engineers also use, or the build I have uses a fair amount of deflect. And then finally, tech, which increases your support power, which if we go to our abilities, the support tree has a lot of the tanking abilities that you will use. Let's talk about amps first, and then we'll get to the skills. The amps, obviously you want to go down support tree a fair amount. I take full increased deflect chance. I take full increased support power by 2.5% each bubble, which is pretty awesome. I take reroute power. Taking damage grants 10% chance to gain 229 absorb shield for 10 seconds. Now, I might take something else if I had something else unlocked, but that is the only one I have unlocked at this time. I took Disruptive Module, which is a skill that is unlocked. You don't need to unlock this app, and that's why I have it. I don't have either of these unlocked, and I might take one of those instead after, you know, beta, when you can get to a higher level, find more stuff easily, and all that. And then finally, I put my spare points. I could put them here, but I put them into increased maximum shield capacity because I find having a really nice big shield for tanking is very handy, especially with the disruptive module, which I'll get to in a second. Alright, so let's talk about your skills now. So obviously you want to be in mode provoke, which is the tank stance for engineers. You can switch it just by clicking on this, and you can go between defense and offense. Increase all resistance by 5%, max health by 538, threat generation by 200%. Activate perfection on suite 10 seconds, or exosuit 10 seconds. So when you activate this, you gain 55 damage reduction, and you gain 10 volatility per second. So great button to use when you know you're going to be hit for a fair amount. It's got a minute cooldown, so you can use it a few times during a fight, especially when you're getting pounded in the first boss fight. As you'll see, it's great to have. So the first skill I take is the Flak Cannon, which deals 155 damage to 5 foes every 0.5 seconds, generates 5 vitality per stick. It's your base attack. It bursts 3 times like that, or 4 or 5 times now, like that, and it generates threat. It's AoE. It's your round them up, just general builder attack. And then we look at Disruptive Module, which you remember I unlocked via amps. So using it, it's pretty cool. You hit people and you heal your shield for the amount of damage you do. Or heal your shield for 149, and to 4 allies as well, which is awesome. And now we have Hyperwave, which is the taunt. Very handy. Does some damage as well, but it's your taunt. You save this to get the aggro if you don't have the aggro already. You need to have this up, especially at the start of boss pulls and all that. At these low levels, when a stalker can come in there and pull it off you pretty easily if they are unleashing it. This is probably one of the bigger parts of my tank build, is the Unsteady Miasma, which you might have seen in my PvP build. If you haven't seen my sort of tanky PvP build for an engineer, I'll link it up here. Check it out. It's pretty fun. A lot of survivability, still has some damage, so check it out. At any rate, Unsteady Miasma I don't have enough vitality, but Unsteady Miasma creates sort of a field. You can see this sort of circular effect here. It'll hit whoever's in the way, so it could not go that far and hit someone. Especially if you're, tanking monsters up close, it'll hit them and drop right there. In that field, monsters have Blunder for 3 seconds. Blunder increases deflect chance by 27%. The field also damages, so it's really nice. It makes it so that you take a lot less damage, especially when pulling a lot of ads or something like that. It's great to have. I do it on boss fights as well, obviously, but it's a great skill to have. Now we move to Zap, which is your stun multiple foes. Just stun the boss. It's great to have another stun on your bar, especially if you're trying to stack it with people to put someone into a vulnerable state. It's great for some ads that are just taking you down and you need your healer to have some time to catch up. It's just a great thing to have on your bar. Next is Shatter Impairment, removing all CC effects and grant yourself 614 absorb for 10 seconds. You can do this every 20 seconds. Pretty handy skill. Anything that gives me a bit more health is wonderful for tanking. Remove CC effects, also great for tanking the mobility. It's all around a pretty good thing to have on your bar, especially for PvP too. I don't know if I have this on my PvP build, but I'm thinking of adding it to it. Now we have the Bruiser Bot, which is the tanking bot for people who don't know. It taunts. It has the ability to take a few people in dungeons and stay up for quite a while. And then when you activate its skill, it interrupts and taunts the person that it leaps onto. There's no one here, but if there was, it would leap onto them, taunt them, and interrupt them. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's pretty great. I mean, obviously there's a few things that'll change from time to time, and it'll obviously evolve a lot more once I get to a higher level, but as far as right now goes, it's working for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be sure to link those videos. Toss us a thumbs up if you found it helpful, if you might try this out, if you were looking for some tanking builds for your engineer, because it really does help. Leave a comment below if there's any suggestions you have or any suggestions for future videos you'd like to watch. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to like it. If you have a comment about it, or a suggestion for a future video, please leave one. If you have friends, share it. And finally, and most importantly, subscribe. Honestly, only one of these is red. Click it.